What's going on, MSFers? Duelim here, back here with another video, and today we've got Cosmic Crucible Week 1, Round 2, going against God Blessed, rocking a 210 million TCP, and he also has a lot of pain in Room 6. A lot of people are starting to run the same thing with that Emma stuff, and then he threw in Mephisto just to make it even worse, so let's see if we can clear that one, and then the rest isn't too shabby, but Room 4 is also pretty inventive, so let's get into it. All right, coming into room number 6, we're going to do Phoenix Force, Mephisto, Old Man Logan, Echo, going against a new Emma, Null, Mephisto, Odin, and Black Knight. So literally the entire kitchen sink in here. 2 mythics. Null, who's essentially a mythic, just doesn't have any tag. Probably the best epic in the game. I think he's an epic at Black Knight, and then Emma in here to stop some speed. So here's what we're going to go with. Echo's stopping the assists, obviously. Phoenix Force is stopping the trauma that Mephisto's going to put out. Mephisto's just here for some damage, honestly. I know he's not going to get the Empowered and do the Pact because of Null. And then Old Man Logan is going to stop Odin from getting charges when he specials turn 1. And that should be pretty helpful. So hopefully I'm able to at least get through the Emma here so I can use Starjammers on this and not have to worry too much. Yeah, let's see. So Mephisto is obviously going to spawn with Taunt as well, because of Omega Red Phoenix Force. So he's going to have Taunt. So we cannot special here because if we special, we're going to let Odin assist. So we need to basic here. So let's do that. We're getting the assists from Old Man Logan, obviously. I did make Old Man Logan a Skirmisher as well. So we got that Striker Skirmisher combo going on. We could start working on Odin, which is not a terrible idea. So let's do the basic over here. All right. Cool. Null's going as well. Echo is now dead. So Odin's going to special, but we have not taken a turn with Old Man Logan. So now he still has his, he stopped the charges, obviously. Phoenix died, but that's fine. Old Man Logan is now going. I can also get Claws out, which is really nice. So let's do Claws out and get zooming. So we're going to flip all of this stuff on everybody, except for Black Knight because he's a stinky doo-doo head. Man, I have some choices here. I should just play this safe and kill Emma here. Yeah, I should just play this safe and kill Emma here. I'm wondering if I could actually kill Odin, though. Then we get the assist. Okay. Then we're going to get the special as well. Okay. There's the clap, clap, clap. I'm going to get another turn before I die here. Maybe. Nope. That's unfortunate. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Well, we're going to have to come in and figure that one out. That's going to be an issue. All right. So we're going to try APOC, Kang, and Cabal here. Let's see if this can at least get through the Emma here so I can do Starjammers after this. So we have the APOC in here to make speed up work on my team. Kang is going to get an early speed up. He spawns with speed up, and then he's going to give an early speed up to Cabal as well. So that's good. We also have 50% damage from Iron Patriot, and then another 20% damage from APOC. So I'm curious to see how this ends up going. I'm curious to see. So let's get the special here to take off some barrier. We did get a crit, so now we have speed up, which is great. Mephisto's doing the special. Fine, fine, fine. That's not great. APOC just fell over and died, but he did what he needed to do, which is fine. Namor just fell over and died, so that's pretty cool. The problem is I'm going to rip off the taunt from Odin, and then we're kind of screwed from there. But let's just target Emma. Let's get through the Emma here. Hopefully we can with the striker attacks and the assists and such. Maybe with the Kang ult, I will be okay. Kang is just killing my team, which is actually really funny. And then you're dead. Nah, so there's gonna be no way. I think my best bet is to come in here with Starjammers, see if it works, and then save Cabal. Because if not, then I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna have a prayer, and I'm gonna have an issue there. So yeah, let's just try that. All right, let's try full Starjammers here. This is my last ditch effort. I'm assuming it's not going to work, so we are going to see. Obviously, Emma is there to stop the speed up, or the turn bar. Not the turn bar, the speed stat that Havoc gives. So I don't think this is going to work at all because I'm going to be really slow, and it's just going to be Odin getting the battlefield effect up really quickly. Yep, I figured as much. And then I'm pretty much just going to die immediately. So we're just going to be dead. Yep, right away. We're just goners. Figured as much. Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to have to I just don't clear this, and I'll just keep Starjammers for another room. Oh, well, it is what it is. We're learning. All right, let's see if this ends up working. So we've got OG Thanos, Deathpool, Kahori, Ares, and Shadow King in here into room 4, supercharged. We've got 3-piece Annihilators, Super Skrull, and Proxima. We have Proxima here because she's going to ult super quickly with her speed up, and she will give speed up to adjacent allies as well. She also has an RNG stun that could potentially hit somebody, so this is essentially an immortal bait. What happens is if Proxima is between Super Skrull and Thanos, she ends up putting out the speed up on those two, and then Immortal gets destroyed. So it's pretty funny, actually. So we're going to hit the ultimate button here and start working on these guys. And we've got, obviously, Shadow King here doing some good damage with the pings as well. We do have Super Skrull dead. Proxima's dead as well. And then I guess let's just go here and special. Make sure Gore doesn't get anything up. Cool, you're a goner. Awesome. I'm just going to ult you here, so I don't have to worry about that. Cool. I didn't think he was going to get to ult there, but I guess. Interesting. Wow, he didn't even kill Deathpool? What a loser. Holy moly, I thought he was going to delete Deathpool there. There's the passive. Good boy. All right, that's a goner. All right, cool. So it still worked out pretty well. Pretty much the same. I think that was a Gear Tier 20 Thanos as well, so a little bit of overpowered going on there, so yeah. All right, let's see. We've got room number 3, Toxic, ready to do Superior 6 with Vulture and Mysterio. Vulture stealing the speed up from the Pav, because he's got Pav with Liberty in here. Immunity being stopped by Mysterio, so I'm curious to see how this ends up working. Pav is an interesting choice here to try to mess with the Superior 6 counter, because obviously if you don't have Vulture in here, Pav goes really quick, gives them speed up on anybody's first turn. So definitely interesting to see how that is working. Let's do the special over here to take up the speed up off over here. And then we're going to ult here, and then we're pretty much good from here. Now they have trauma, slow, and then we'll make sure that gets flipped on Cap, and then that's pretty much it. This did give me an idea for a different 5th to put in here that's not Spider-Man Pav, which is pretty interesting, which I might end up doing. I have Ultimus in there now with my Liberty, because they put out the taunts a bunch. So I actually have an idea because of this that could be pretty interesting to see what happens. So, all right, well, this is going pretty easy. They got slow. They're getting rewound into the Nether Realm, and they're never going to take a turn. We're also going to make sure Cap Sam doesn't go to give that turn meter. The only issue here is a little bit of damage problems, but other than that, not too bad at all. Let's make sure you're down because you have the most amount of health, so let's do the big nuke on you. And you're a goner. Cool. Let's get a basic here. That should do a pretty good amount of damage. It did. Okay. Let's make sure we're taking off the defense up and the blocks as well, with the minions doing some good stuff. Well, basic here. You're gone. You're going to bleed out, so I don't need to worry about you anymore. Let's just focus on Cap. And he's a goner, and now you're a goner. All right, cool. Super easy. A little bit inefficient because I took a lot of turns, and obviously it's toxic, but I'll take it. Not too bad at all. Let's get in the next room. All right, coming into room number 2, Turtle Shell. I've heard Kahori is super bugged in this room, and on offense, she takes like 5 turns in a row No idea what the issue is. We've reported it multiple times, and the devs have done nothing. So I'm not sure if it works like that on defense as well. But I'm assuming my opponent's just trying that. He's making Loki making Kahori go faster, Emma making Kahori go faster. So I have a Illuminati on offense, so we're just gonna do Illuminati. So yeah, and stop the turn meter. It should be fine. So I shouldn't have any issues whatsoever here, and we should just go zoom. We also have Mr. Fantastic eating the good old passive from Kahori as well, and we're just gonna go zoom here. Let's do the ult on Omega Sentinel because I want to make sure she's dying because the pings are gonna do some big damage. Holy hell, Hank just deleted. Good lord. All right, this is looking pretty easy. We're gonna do the ultimate over here on. Actually, we're gonna do the ult here, and then we'll do the special. We'll do the special with Mr. Fantastic and get a stun there. So now they're both stunned. Now I don't have to worry about anything. She's not bugged on defense. We didn't even get to see if the bug worked or not because Captain Britain stopped turn meter. Apparently, people are saying she's bugged as well. So, I guess let's get a decent damage delete here. Okay, there we go. That'll do a lot of damage. And the burp and the AoE. And then let's just work over here. Yeah, she also pinged twice as well. I did notice that, so that was interesting. All right, and then we'll get the special there, and then that'll be it. So Illuminati absolutely rips it. Illuminati is going to be a ridiculous offense for an extremely long time once they start losing their luster on defense. But yeah, so let's get in the next room. All right, coming into room number 1, Hunting Sense. We're going to use Nightstalkers into an Orcus with a Mysterio. We're also going to use Kestrel here to stop the summons, so we don't have Nimrod going super fast because he gets more speed stat based on how many tech summoned allies there are. So Mysterio gives more because I think he spawns 2 of them. Sentinel spawns a 3rd, and I think he gets 10% speed per. So yeah, just trying to give a bunch of speed out there really, really quickly. What's also nice is I don't have to contend with the pre-taunt either, so I don't have to worry about that. So we get to hit wherever we want, so we're going to make sure we hit Lady Deathstrike and Nimrod, get a nice rewind there. Another good thing is I also have my Blade passive finally. Finally got to farm that out of the War Store, I believe it is. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, we finally just got that going. So now that's a delete. And now we got to go into room number 5 where he's got Old Man Logan on defense. So let's see how this goes. All right, we're coming in with Starjammers. So this was not going to be my first choice. My first choice was actually going to be Kang, Cabal, and somebody else. I didn't know who else I was going to run here. But I have Starjammers still, so I figured Starjammers would just rip this even faster. But yeah, I was planning on using Starjammers in 6 as a cleanup after I killed Emma with my first attack, but that absolutely did not work at all. So that was pretty unfortunate. Had APOC get deleted pretty quickly. So a little crappy there, but this should go pretty well. Hey, do we want to see if Old Man Logan gets one-shot by Havoc? Screw it. Let's find out. They're still shit. They're still shit. That's it. No, they're still dog. They're still terrible. Don't build them. They're horrible. Don't bother. They're still terrible. What a terrible team. After all the buffs, a 5-star Havoc couldn't do it. Maybe it's a 4-star Havoc. I genuinely don't know. I don't remember what star my Havoc is. All right, well, Lalandro's going to kill everybody. Adios, Chuckle Nuts. Yeah, bye. All right, well, that's fine. Let's special here, I guess, to get the assist out there. And some extra hits. And you're a goner. Cool. Oh, my God. Shadow King's taking a turn? What is this? This is blasphemy. All right, well, the ping should do pretty good. We're going to get some counterattacks in there. We've got some regens, so we'll get some heals and adios. Oh, my God, I'm still tickling new stat characters. Good God. This team has been buffed twice and inadvertently a 3rd time because they took out 2 room rules that were deleting Starjammers. What a time. All right, well, let's see how my opponent did. All right, I got a 41,814, I think. Let's see how my opponent did. He did full clear me, so let's see how he did. 49,385, good score on him. So let's see. Room 1, Nightstalkers, super straightforward. Room 2, Immortal, again, super straightforward. Room 2, room 3, interesting. Kang, his own Retaliate room, and Astral almost didn't win there. Rune number 4, Superior 6. It's still deleting this. I have a thought on what could be better here instead of Ultimus here. Rune number 5 did New Warriors, which is really funny. Probably need the Nightcrawler here to stop that. New Warriors, Ares did good things there. And then room number 6 used a Phoenix Force with Captain Britain. Interesting. Phoenix Force, 3-piece Illuminati, killed Null, killed Sasquatch, then came in with APOC, Cabal, and Weaver. Still couldn't kill Emma, and then came in with Starjammers. Fascinating. Okie dokie. He almost didn't clear this room. Starjammer's barely getting it done here, but I'm assuming Odin double exhausted was a thing there. If my Odin was gear tier 20, he probably would not have won that, honestly. But it is what it is. I'm not there yet, and that's okay. I don't mind at all. Yeah, 0-2. Oh well. We'll be getting there. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.